a lot more training that you're going to get around lesson planning. What I wanted to do for the purposes of this session was just make sure that we have a vision of what lesson planning should look like, and then how we can provide support to core members. And so again, for the LSs in the room, thank you so much for engaging with us. I think it will be important for you all to understand what's expected of core members, such that when you're supporting them in literacy, you'll already understand exactly what that vision of mastery around lesson planning looks like. So just as a quick preview into what you're going to get, CMAs and school directors, over the next couple of weeks and months. Your first conference call, which for some of you will be next week, so we'll do a couple of weeks from now, you're actually going to do what's called a planned rubric investigation. So you're going to actually look at some lesson plans on Talon, do a little bit of investigation looking at why is this lesson plan novice, why is lesson plan VP, and then figure out what you actually give to this core member. There's also going to be some independent spring work that Lauren is going to be leading you through as far as making sure you're doing some authentic lesson planning review and some lesson planning practice. And then at OSAP Conference 2, which is Memorial Day weekend, we're going to actually dive more deeply into the Institute Student Achievement Toolkit so you can understand a little bit more about the objectives, such that the key points will be derived from that. You'll actually get some training around the lesson planning clinic, so where the vision setting should be happening. And then last but not least is rubric norming. And for those of you who are new, by rubric norming I mean that we look at different examples and then we kind of debate the answer. Like, is this a VP lesson plan? Is this a non-lesson plan? Why and how and all this good stuff. So we did talk about conference too. All right, so you have about 9 minutes left in this session. And what I want you to start thinking about now is your table is where are you in terms of your own backwards plan? Like, what are some things that you need to do in order to make sure that you're ramped up in order to successfully lead core members through this? How you continue to build your vision. Some of that might mean that you're going to actually start crafting lesson plans yourself and then comparing them to the rubric. So just start thinking about what you are going to do and then what you as a school team are going to do to make sure that you are ready to really instill in our core members this backwards planning mindset and make sure that you're ready to do lesson plan review. So you have about 10 minutes left in the session. So, well, 9 minutes left in the session. You can take those next 9 minutes to discuss that at the school team table. And then right at 5 o'clock, we're going to jump into our next session. All right, thank you all so much for your participation, and I'm turning it over to school directors.